Scott would want such an unholy alliance with such a parasitic nation that has waged war against us and bled us dry for centuries. Of course, the seldom sung sixth verse of the UK national anthem about crushing rebellious Scots is another example of how little England respects the Scottish nation. You know, it always amuses me greatly, and is guaranteed to put a wry smile on my face when I reflect on the many commemorations and celebrated, and the monuments and statues raised to Wallace's memory, not just here in Scotland, but the worldwide, especially in America, Canada and Australia. In comparison to Longshanks, who has a dilapidated, decaying sandstone pillar erected near Gruff by Sands, where Eddie waved cheerio out Scotland and breathed his last as he toddled off to the fiery pits of hell to keep his appointment with old Nick. The last time I checked, it was showing definite years of neglect and was in a sorry state, the Cumbrian wind and rain having eroded the stonework considerably, leaving it cracked and crumbling. The Scottish seagulls flying over the Solway Plain don't have much respect for it either. But for that, that's just poetic justice. Perhaps my good friend Andy Middleton might consider some restoration work in memory of old Eddie. No. This remarkable monument, however, was erected in 1912, so next year is the centenary of this fitting tribute to Wallace. It is also 100 years since the formation of our own Society of William Wallace, as you can probably see by some of the members. I would imagine that the original members and subscribers who funded it wouldn't have visualised all of us standing here today paying homage to the memory of William Wallace, just as they and fellow patriots of Scotland did back then. But here we all are. Wouldn't it be amazing to be able to travel into the future and witness the monument and the Society's 200th anniversary on Wallace Day, 2112? Well, unfortunately I'm no pal enough with Doctor Who, and I don't have any keys to Marty McFly's DeLorean DMC, so I'll not get to see it. I am of the strong opinion and belief, however, that members of the Society and patriots of Scotland will still be gathering in Elderslie to celebrate the deeds and bravery of Wallace in August 2112. And of course, to also celebrate the 98th anniversary of Scotland's complete independence and break-up with the Union, gained way back to the referendum of June 2014. And finally, in finishing, parcel of rogues, a lot of you. I would like, if I may, read to you a short poem. The sentiments for me sum up our nation and our people perfectly. Legs are getting sore. Who heard the ancient battle cry, a chieftain's bloodied sword held high towards a cloudy cross in the azure sky? We, the Scots. Who saw the pride on Wallace's face, that guardian of our noble race, who slew invaders with sword and mace? We, the Scots. Who smelt the blood and sensed the fear, who felt the British spirit near, at Bannockburn, who shed a tear? We, the Scots. Who knew that pride felt at her growth, which free men love and tyrants loathe, who signed the Declaration and took the oath? We, the Scots. Who felt the shame and shivered cold, our heritage and our freedom sold for a pitiful chest of tainted gold? We, the Scots. Who paid a heavy blood-soaked toll so foreign powers can near control our Gaelic hearts and our Celtic souls? We, the Scots. Who stands proud on the world stage, a discovery's invention to the world gave, suffering ease, countless lives now saved? We, the Scots. Who has been wronged for many a year, a nation forged with blood and tear, as independence and freedom draws ever near? We, the Scots. Who will stand as a people, united and proud, as the Lion of Scotland roars out aloud, to herald a nation no longer chained or cowed? We, the Scots.
Well done, son!
From a grateful son of Elderslie to Elderslie's greatest son, Sir William Wallace, I salute you. Patriots of Scotland, thank you. I'll bug a breath. Please.
What can I say? William, you're a man outstanding in his field.
I don't like long shots.
Next up, we have the author of Scotland Wars of Independence, Sarah Crowe.
Thank you, Thomas. I don't know how I can follow that. I've only got a few words to say, really. All right, okay. I'm not going to mention him. No. Okay. Thanks, Duncan, for asking me to speak today. I wish I'd done more speaking, actually, because it's just such a buzz that you get from these events. It's been a few years now since I wrote my book, Scotland's First War of Independence, was published. But I feel I've missed out so many opportunities like this one, just to stand up and give something back. Many events have passed me by, and I recently looked at all the images of the Walk for Wallace in 2005, and I do regret missing out, of not joining in. But sometimes life takes over, and for many years my family has been a happy distraction, and I'm delighted to be joined today by my girls, Eleanor and Catherine, exhausted under the tree over there. Hi girls! And for the time spent with them, I have absolutely no regret. I have over the years been involved in many creative projects connected with Wallace, Bruce and the Wars of Independence. From the book that I wrote, to giving seminars, TV programmes, radio interviews, historical trails. But for much of that time I felt isolated and alone.